injured here. 3v3 faction war. Skull Masha Brackens, Chaos versus Space Marines. Blue team, you have Wildest as a plague champion. Starts off range combat, can get melee weapons, great utility and damage potential. Can build turrets and repair. Camera freaking out there. Caeltos alongside is a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, fights melee, good offense and disruption. Camera still freaking out, sorry about that. Boris rounds out blue team as a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive commander, fights melee to start off, has a bunch of spells. Red team, Sneakus Peekus is an Apothecary support commander, fights melee, by default can get a ranged weapon, target heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Dark Riku alongside as a Techmarine, starts off range, puts out some nice damage, can also put up structures and repair. Max power rounding out red team as a force commander, offensive melee, quite versatile, can tank, disrupt and even support. Skull Masha Brackens, first time I saw this map, I think the first time any of these players had played on it. Looks very nice, as you can see, raining like crazy. Lots of very tight and close up corridors, but it's not too bad. Center is quite interesting, have this huge cliff and an open area below. Lots of bolters going off. Chaos Space Marines for all three Chaos players. Force Commander getting in amongst them and tying them up from max power. This is Elite Mod 2.0 by the way. Still in beta. This is release candidate 6. Plague Champion backing off. Here's Heretics though. Caeltos going double Heretics. Wildest without a third unit. Boris going double Chaos Space Marines. And Chaos taking mid, and look at this, Chaos Lord being very sneaky, taking red's natural. VP's running northeast to southwest on this map. 471, 491. Chaos might get an early triple hit. You might see double grenade launch Heretics from Caeltos. Space Marines now coming towards the center. Techmarine going for some Devastators. This is Dark Riku. Sneakus Peekus double tax. He might go double tax into Assault Marines. Max power, looks like he's going for Assault Marines himself with a single Tactical Marine squad. Blob capping alongside Dark Riku's tax. Now realizes and backs off. We have double grenade launch Heretics from Caeltos. And that's quite dangerous versus even Tactical Marines. But some pretty serious damage. Grenade launch Heretics. 471, 434. Space Marines retaking a natural with these scouts. Some really nice decals. You see a crashed Thunderhawk. Buildings, bunkers, boxes everywhere. 470, 434, a 2-to-1 cap for the Space Marines. Boris has Eternal War on both of his CSM, so they really are a pretty dangerous tier 1 unit now. These guys will be tied up with CSM backing them up. Wordbearer's DLC on show for Wildest, 458, 434. So glad that the old Plague Champion is back with his jaw falling off. And Sneakus Peekus has gone double tax into Assault Marines, very heavy tier 1. Might see some war gear as well from the Apothecary, perhaps Mastercrafted Bolter. 447, 434. Heretics bashing power with their swords, taking their sweet time. And Chaos taking mid. CSM under Nurgle Worship. 447, 434. Still gonna be a 2-to-1 though for Chaos. Do the Heretics get away? I don't think so. Tons of stuff in retreat path. Can they make it out here? Tax forcing melee and surely finishing them off. Yes. Assault Marines were ready to jump in their retreat path if they didn't. And a huge engagement brewing here on this west-ish side. Assault Marines jumping in, but they miss everything. No, they don't. Double Assault Marines jumping in. Max power also has some on the field, and it's all kicking off. Bolters versus bolters. Kraken bolts activated. We saw a mucus discharge there, nicely done from Wildest. Assault Marines being very aggressive and forced off. Did they lose a model? Yes, Sneakus Peekus has lost the model. Devastator's backing them all up though by Dark Riku. And a really cool engagement kicking off. Techmarine in melee now, tying up those CSMs so they can't fire. These are Wild Bolts, and they also have Eternal War, you can tell by the plus icon, as well as the decals around their bolters. Sneakus Peekus with his Flamer Tactical Marines, he really likes to use Flamer Tactical Marines. Chaos Lord now going after him, trying to get a model loss. Can he do it? Apothecary should be healing these guys, might be on cooldown though. 447, 382. Techmarine now going to cap mid. Not the best map for turrets, so many places that you can flank them. This map has grown on me, I must say. 447, 364 Raptors on the field for Wild Bolt. Jump troops that suppress when they land, fight melee with bolt pistols and chainswords. Just running past max powers. Tactical Marines now jumps them. As you can hear, they get a new sound effect when they jump in. 447, 361 still a 1-to-1 cap. Looks like Space Marines still trying to cap mid, and they have taken it. It's a 2-to-1 now. Tier 2 for everyone. Boris, the last to go, lost his opening Heretic squad, of course, has replaced them with some aspiring champion Heretics though. And Heretics in 2.0 are 210 requisition. The aspiring champion did get a cost increase though. Chaos Lord with Harness of Rage, as you can see by the tooltip now, boosts his melee damage by 10%, which is nice. 427, 361. Double Grenade Launch Heretic still in there. We'll need to be very, very careful of Librarian Smites in tier 2, and a full retreat from Sneakus Peekus, not wanting to risk this engagement against all of this stuff, and a very well judged retreat there, I think. Space Marines now hitting power hit with flame attacks and some decapping Tactical Marines as well. Chaos are going to totally lose this. Not sure what these guys are doing. No, they want to steal it. I thought they were going to take it down. It is a contested power, so why not steal it, I suppose. 405, 361. Chaos Lord taking mid. Garrison used by some Devastators. And look at this, we have a melee Techmarine has the Axe of the Mechanicum, Bionics and Refractor Field, so he's going to be pretty nasty in melee. 405, 360. Tactical Marines now bashing this natural power of Chaos. Down goes the node. And going to work on all the gens as well. Nothing coming to defend. Here comes some CSM. Have their aspiring champion and a ton of war. No mark yet though. Grenade launch heretics. A pretty good choice versus garrisons. Look at this. Sending in their grenade launchers versus those scouts, I believe. Yes. One scout flies out. Wild Bold has fully kitted out his plague champion. Sword of Undeath, as it's called in the mod. Fetid armor and mucus discharge. Devastator set up here. Razorback support on the field for max power. Who also has some plasma cannon devs. All kicking off in the middle. Heretics fleeing. Looks like they'll get away fine. Kill Sorcerer with a nice special attack. And Bloodletters being spat out by the shrine. As you can see, they have that short range warp teleport now, which is fantastic. They are a power melee unit now, of course. So you can't really use them to take out vehicles. Heal goes off from Sneakus Peekus, keeping his Submarines in the fight, but they are forced off. Can he get a model here? Sword of Flame on Boris's Chaos Sorcerer. And the Submarines get away with 3. It is the Blood Maul for the Chaos Lord up against the Force Commander, who has his Thunderhammer. In the mod, the Thunderhammer does not do splash damage. 405, 301. I think he got a special attack damage buff though. And Chaos Lord forced off, chased by CSM, but he should get away fine. It's chased by ASM, sorry. 401, 301. Lots of action around the center. 398301. Mark of Khorne, Chaos Space Marines attacking this node. Are they going to decap? They are going to decap. Scouts hiding in this building. And here comes some Grenade Heretics to make them pay. And some more bashing power there. Need to be very, very careful. Here comes a whole crap load of Space Marines. They have an aspiring champion though. Grenade in retreat path kills 4, but they are okay, I think. Or maybe not, running right into a Dreadnought here. That was powerful sweep from Bionics, the Techmarine. Heretics stopping in their retreat path. Techmarine trying to finish them off, but they do get away, and it's all kicking off again on this west side. Assault Cannon Dreadnought. Ranged weapons of the Dreadnought no longer allow him to inspire in 2.0, which was very, very powerful for him. This is a Shrine of Khorne, 355301. The Shrine's got a lot of love in 2.0. I believe the Mark of Khorne Shrine now buffs damage passively. Mark of Tzeentch Predator, Mark of Tzeentch Dreadnought even, getting missile hits on that Space Marine Dreadnought, which needs to be very careful. It's staying in this fight. Down goes the Shrine. This is very dangerous. Plague Marines are there. Back to their slow, ponderous state compared to retail, which I much prefer them as. And down goes the Dreadnought. Sloppy from Dark Riku. Should have pulled that thing back way earlier. Razorback allowing all of these Space Marines to reinforce. Apothecary now has his Mastercraft Revolver, Armor of Purity, and improved medical equipment allows him to sit back and throw at heals like crazy. Stern Guard veterans on the field for Sneakus, Peekus there. We'll be using Kraken bolts against all of these Chaos Space Marines. Meanwhile, southeast corner, Razorback hitting power. Center turning blue thanks to these Grenade Heretics. Assault Marines jumping in though. Can they decap? They can decap. Merciless Strike in retreat path, and he loses his Heretics. That was not worth it. Usually not worth losing a unit to decap unless you're in dire straits. 316, 301, Wild Bold losing quite a lot of units, has Raptors and CSM and this kitted out Plague Champion though. Plague Marines for Caeltos and Boris. Max power with some upgraded Assault Marines. With their Sergeant, do not have Thunder and Lightning, so they might be getting Vanguard in Tier 3. Razorback does not want to get anywhere near this Mark of Tzeentch Dreadnought. Those missile launchers really hurt vehicles from quite long range as well.
You may fail us this day.
Big lull in the action as everyone regroups. Space Marines have the middle. They have this 2-1, 292, 301. Whirlwind now on the field for max power. Force Commander, I think, inside the Razorback or something. Techmarines level 3 for Dark Riku. Apothecary still level 1, very nearly level 2 though. Wild Bowl's Plague Champion level 2. Caeltos' Chaos Lord level 2 also. And the Chaos Sorcerer level 3 for Boris in retreat. And again, it's this northwestern side that sees the action kick off. We have some Raptors with the Aspiring Champion. He gets a nasty Lightning Claw. Plasma Devs winding up a shot, but it misfires. Something, whatever it was shooting at, went out of range. Some Tzeentch worship infiltrating this Chaos Dreadnought. And look at these lines. It's really going to kick off on this side. Raptors make the first jump with melter guns, and they're going after that Whirlwind. Fantastic play from Wild Bolt, and takes it down. Melter guns are a tier 3 upgrade for Raptors, and you see how devastating it can be. An amazing alpha strike to set this engagement off, and down goes the Razorback as well. That was the Mark of Tzeentch Dreadnought, which now needs to be very careful. It's been snared by the Las Cannon. Las Cannon getting big hits. Chaos Lord looks like he's going after it to tie it up. Lots of bolters going off. This stuff is all suppressed for some reason, not sure why. Techmarine going after Plague Marines and exploding them, which sends him flying. Stern Guard veterans are now level 2 for Sneakus Peekus. Lost the Whirlwind and the Razorback, but they preserved a lot of their infantry. 271, 301. Curse Lord smacking stuff to death with this huge Blood Maul. 100 DPS power melee weapon. Level 3. And the Chaos Sorcerer goes down. Level 4. Curse Lord looks like he might get away. Assault Marines could jump, try and finish him. But no, max powers. Assault Marines need to retreat there. Very, very nearly level 2, as you can see. 259, 301. Southeast power, completely decapped. Has 2 gens on it, and here comes some Mark of Corn CSM using their decent speed to go and cap it. Level 2, these guys. And chain axes do count as power melee weapons, so they are pretty bad news for Tactical Marines and Stern Guard alike. The weakness of Stern Guard, of course, being strong melee units, especially power melee units. Camera bugging out again. There we go. 236, 301. 2-to-1 cap for Space Marines. Great unclean one on the way for Caeltos. Space Marines not using this opportunity to push against Chaos's natural VP. Could come back to haunt them. 223, 301. Again kicking off in this area. Look at the ground. We have Dreadnought carcasses. Teleporter relay beacon going up here from Dark Riku to protect their natural VP. Should have been put up here, I think. This is what is seeing all the action. Marco Zinch, CSM going to cap mid. Here comes that Plague Champion. There's an orbital bombardment. Catching that stuff in retreat. You see the range it has. And that is a devastating hit. Are these heretics going to survive? Boom. Wow. Absolutely sent flying. Look at that one over there. 204, 301. I think one heretic squad was completely wiped. The other one got away. We did get a big lag spike then. 204, 301. Vanguard veterans now on the field for Sneakus Peekus. Curse Lord going after the Techmarine. As he know, he's going after these plasma devs. Force Commander trying to cap mid. Here comes a Mark of Corn CSM up against this gnarly melee Techmarine. 188301 is a triple cap for the Space Marines now. Vanguard veterans jumping in up against Mark of Corn CSM. What a fight that is. Mark of Corn CSM backing off. Lots and lots of tactical marine support there for the Vanguard. Here comes the great unclean one though for Caeltos. Super unit for Chaos. Hugely tough, over 6,000 hit points. Costs 800, 200 in the mod. Which is quite a big price hike, but that's because this guy now passively deals damage over time to surrounding units. Which is a great change, I think. Really, really fluffy change. That's Foul Snare. He has such amazing abilities, the Great Unclean One. Not quite as killy as the Avatar, but he's such a huge wall to deal with. And there behind we see the Land Raider Phobos, previously called just the Chaos Land Raider. Phobos is just the name of the pattern. Phobos, I think, is the standard pattern for Land Raiders, and is the twin link glass cannons on both sides. One of the patterns that both Chaos and Space Marines use. And it is just a name change, no other changes to the Land Raider as far as I know. Melter Gun Chaos Raptors decapping this VP now. Can't quite make it. Yes, they can. Dodging that grenade. And they're going to be able to decap level 3 Chaos Raptors. And there is the decap. Nicely done by Wildest. Great Unclean One now in melee with a Force Commander level 2. He's going to go down. He has the Sacred Standard. Down he goes. Now get a 40% damage buff now that he's been downed. Here is that Land Raider Phobos. Las Cannons so nasty, and Assault Terminators on the field for max power, Thunderhammers and Storm Shields. And they're going straight after this Predator here. which is trying to escape. Now going to get some rear arm hits, and down it goes. Nicely done by Max Power, but needs to be careful. Here comes a Plague Champion, and those las cannons getting big hits on these large sized Terminators. Anti-vehicle weapons do great versus Terminators. Look at this though, some Chaos Terminators for Wild Bolt, also Power Fists and Storm Bolters by default. They can get Lightning Claws and an awesome auto cannon as well. 64, 301, ouch! Venerable Dreadnought just owned a whole squad of Heretics, I think. No, one got away, unbelievable. 59, 301. Force Commander again goes down, and so does the Techmarine, yes. Assault Terminator is very low on health. Well, I say very low, they have half of it, which is still well over 2,000. Venerable Dreadnought now in trouble. Space Marines overextending a little bit here, and the Venerable Dreadnought goes down. Ouch. Trying to take out the Chaos Lord with Stoicism up. Can't quite make it. 47, 301. We have a Twin Las Cannon Predator on the field for Dark Riku. Keeping it at its maximum range is what you want to do with Predators. That's a devastating Imperial Abyss. Good grief. These Vanguard just about getting away. Completely wiped some scouts or tacks, I think. Also took down a Terminator. These guys now have Lightning Claws for max power. That is an awesome Imperial Abyss. The nuke of Chaos. I'm not sure who used it. I think it was Caeltos. 47, 301. Could be wrong though. Plague Marines in amongst it. Level 3 Plague Marines. 2,400 hit points on those guys. Down goes that Predator. Huge running battle on this side. Epic stuff. Stern Guard getting absolutely owned there. And that Predator just about surviving, not quite. These Terminators, Chaos Terminators doing really well with the auto cannon. Good damage versus all targets and small AoE. And this Chaos Land Raider or Land Raider Phobos absolutely kicking ass from long range. Such fantastic long range fire support this thing has. And Dark Riku has lost his entire army. He does have a lot of resources. What are we going to see? 39, 301. Space Marines just need to outcap the Chaos Forces, but can they do it? We have 2 Chaos Terminator squads on the field. A Land Raider Phobos. High level Plague Marines. 1 level 4 Plague Marine squad for Caeltos. Over 2,600 hit points. Good grief. With that crazy health regen these guys have. Also have some Noise Marines with a Blastmaster. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Dark Riku. A very poor choice, I think. Will be easily outranged by this Phobos. And with double autocannons and double Plague Marines, I don't think it's going to last very long. Double autocannon Terminators, I meant. Vanguard Veterans for Sneakus Peekus are still level 1. So are Max Powers. We have the Thunderhammer, which is the default choice for the Sergeant on these guys. Sneakus Peekus upgrading his Sergeant with a Power Fist. Southeast Power being taken by these Meltagun Raptors, which are level 3, almost level 4. Should be decapping though. Some Havocs now on the field for Caeltos. Good choice. Many people do not get setup teams late game, but they're useful throughout the entirety of the game. 36, 265. Chaos unwilling to push Space Marines natural, because if they lose this central VP even for a few minutes, or 1 minute even, they'll lose the game. 36, 256. We have Heretics back here from Caeltos watching this VP, but here comes the Techmarine with his refractor field up, and he should be able to decap. Unless these CSM can get a knockback. And Bionics sends them flying. I don't think they will with his increased melee skill. Of course the shield stops him being knocked back by weapons, but when the shield goes down he still has the increased melee skill from the axe. Bloodletters here. Blood Sacrifice Bloodletters, I believe. Absolutely owned by these Vanguard Veterans. But now they have to deal with Mark of Zinc CSM, ouch, and he might lose these guys max power. They get away with 8 hit points. touch of Nurgle on these corner CSM. Force Commander's in there with his Power Fist. Techmarine was taken down, and the Space Marines did cap. They have a double cap now. 17-242. Can they see this out? Chaos are taking mid though. And there's the 1-to-1, and they are capping their natural back. They will get a 2-to-1, but that was close. You see a Markov Zinc Shrine going up. As you can see, their projectiles are a lot faster and more useful. But look at this, Assault Terminators with Lightning Claws going up against Chaos Terminators. Backed off, and he might lose these guys. They are trying to get into this Land Raider here. Plague Champion is chasing. There's the melee charge and takes him down. Land Raider Redeemer for Dark Riku. Desperate last attempt. Circle of Summoning. Spurting out some Bloodletters. Bloodletters are not heavy melee though. But there's just too much stuff there. Chaos Terminators were chasing with that autocannon. Double Plague Marines, Blastmaster, and that Land Raider Phobos absolutely owned that Redeemer. 9-2-1-6. Can Chaos hold on? They have a double cap. Again, the Chaos Raptors, I think, decapping there. Now going after this relay beacon. These guys must be level 4, and they are level 4. These guys have been awesome. Dark Riku questioning whether Spawn Bloodletters still have melee heavy because the Redeemer went down so quickly, but it was other things that owned it, I think. Caeltos just confirming that they don't. What's going on up here? Sneakus Peekus taking some Marines, Vanguard Veterans, and some Tax to harass Power and try and go for this VP. Max Power has nothing left, literally nothing left, doesn't even have his commander on the field. Dark Riku with just a Predator, and look at the differences in the forces. Chaos pulling ahead like crazy. Those huge engagements mid-game. I think Space Marines overextended a couple of times and it finally caught up with them. Look at this, Chaos pushing the natural. They're going to get a triple hit. Vanguard Veterans being chased by some Bloodletters. This Land Raider Phobos has been awesome for Boris. Can't level up of course, but would be level 4 I think if it could. And we see Angels of Death here from Sneakus Peekus, which got a big change in 2.0. It now no longer grants invulnerability, gives a 50% damage reduction instead, but does last longer. And I think got a red reduction in cost. 119. Space Marines trying desperately to take back their natural VP Force Commander, knocking down the Plague Champion with special attacks, who now has a Plague Fist. Chaos Terminators teleporting out. Chaos Terminators do not have the health of the Space Marine Terminators, also do not inspire nearby troops. I was thinking it would be nice if they demoralize nearby enemies on a kill, maybe increase their price and give them that. 9-1-10. And a Chaos Terminator goes down there. And another one goes down. And a final push for the Space Marines. Terminator is going to try and cap mid. 9-1-0-1. Here is the attempt. Great Unclean One on the field for Wildest. And Boris has subjugated those Terminators and backs them off the cap. And now they're going to go after their friendly Terminators and try and take them down. And down they go. Ouch. Great Unclean One now after these Terminators who have been returned to their rightful owner, which is Dark Riku. Max Power getting some Tactical Marines trying to rebuild late in the game. 988, a 1-to-1 cap. Something being dropped. It was a drop pod. Drop pods do not reinforce Terminators though. I think Max Power just wanted to damage the things that were attacking the Terminators. Terminators do go down, and that is surely it. There's no way back for the Space Marines. They will need a miracle ninja decap of this natural. But as you can see, Caeltos is not having any of it and has put up 2 shrines here. Also has his Chaos Lord sat there waiting, level 8 with Icon of Corn, level 6 Plague Champion, level 8 Chaos Sorcerer from Boris. Vessels of the Warp being quietly doing his thing. Apothecary level 5. Dark Riku's Techmarine level 6. Did pretty decently in melee, I think. A really nice build that the Techmarine can have now. Force Commander level 4. 973. Chaos Terminators with their Lightning Claws for Wild Bold. Plague Marines watching the central VP. Space Marines not giving up here. Are going to try one more push. Librarian on the way for Dark Riku. They have just over a minute to make something happen. Techmarine is going for the natural VP of Chaos. He's moving very quickly here. Has he always been that quick? I'm not sure. Seems to be quicker than usual. Might be imagining things. Here come Lightning Claw Chaos Terminators. It's not something that Tactical Marines want to hear. Cannot be knocked down, of course, by that Thunderhammer. Terminator is immune to weapon knockback. Great and King One scaring off the Apothecary, who goes down. 936. And Vanguard Veterans trying to decap Chaos's natural. Chaos Lord having none of it and smacks them away with the Sweeping Doom ability. Bloodletters also getting spawned out of those shrines, and here is the Great and Clean One and some Marco Zinc CSM. No way they'll be able to decap, surely. Refractor Field is up, and it's a very, very strong shield. Level 6 Terminator, very, very nearly level 7 as well. But I don't think it's going to be able to decap now. The shield is down, and everything in the world is smacking him in the face. But he did decap. Unbelievable. 916. That's how tough the Techmarine is now. He did not get away though, was repurchased. Not sure what the heck happened with that fire on the base there. Chaos now pushing Red's natural though. This is Wild Bold's Great and Clean One. That was Boris's you saw at their natural VP. 913. Chaos holding on to take the victory, I think. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Sneakus. Peekus very, very late. Still has this Phobos though, and triple Chaos Terminators to deal with, as well as his double Plague Marines, both level 4, yes. Librarian trying to make something happen. He's not going to be able to decap though, is he? And there is the victory for Chaos with 9 victory point counter remaining. Absolutely epic stuff. Some really, really great engagements mid-game. Space Marines just overextending a couple of times and losing their armies, but kept it going and almost snatched it at the end there. Big thanks to all the players who took part. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.